Yo, what is up? Welcome to GameOver Entertainment. Checking out something different for you guys today. Swordbreaker the game. Now this is a indie game, most no doubt, on Steam right now, and this game was actually recommended to me by somebody else, and I've never heard of this game before. And if you haven't either, here's a brief little description of what this game is. It says here, the Swordbreaker game is an interactive fiction with lots of illustration where you and you alone get to choose your storyline. So it is a choice and decision game we got going on here. And in this aspect, it's somewhat similar to like a interactive comic book where you look at the panels and then you actually pick which way your character goes, and what you do can actually get your character killed in some instances. So let's go ahead and check this out and give it a shot.
A long time ago,
there was
a young adventurer somewhere in a parallel universe. And his name was...
What was his name?
Well, we're not sure about his real name. All we know is that his nickname was the Swordbreaker.
I'm like a treasure hunter.
Once, when he was in a tavern spending his last money on a pint of beer, he noticed two men at the next table arguing about something. One of them stood up, smashed a bottle against the table, and stabbed the other one with its jagged edges.
Oh, damn.
The next minute, the villain was gone.
Alright, these subtitles aren't matching.
The adventurer rushed up to the dying man. In his dead throes, the man grabbed onto the hero's clothes and, just before breathing his last, handed him a scroll.
Oh, a magic scroll.
Later, when the hero shut himself in the room he'd rented for the night, he unrolled the scroll, which turned out to be an old map with a castle.
Wait, did you just say he shot himself?
The adventurer's face lit up. He was broke and badly needed money. So the next day, he set out on a great journey, full of dangers and chance encounters.
Wow, so we're gonna follow some strange scroll to some strange castle and get into a lot of strange trouble. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the castle right there. Let's go ahead and do this, man. New game. Alright, what do we have here? Choose your own path, read the story, press to watch for picture. What are you talking about? Okay, so I press this and I get to see the whole picture. I see, okay. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to read to y'all. Alright, story time with GameOver Ent. I was hoping they would have some kind of dialogue going on here, but let's just go ahead and do this. After a long, tiring journey, the hero approached a huge ancient castle. From the look of it, the castle had been abandoned many centuries ago, but something gave him a mysterious feeling. He wasn't alone. The adventurer saw an open window on the second floor. Which way to go? Walk through the gates or climb in through the window? You know what? The gates are boring. We're going to take the window. And plus, I'm not here to visit. It took the hero a lot of effort to climb up to the second floor in his armor. No doubt. Now he was in a guard room just above the castle gates. It looked like there had been a fight here. Dead warriors, or rather, their skeletons, were scattered on the floor. Suddenly, one of the skeletons moved and tried to stand up, raising his long sword. Make a choice now. Should the adventurer take a running kick at him while the warrior is still on the floor, jump out of the window, or wait until he gets up and takes it like a man? Well, the second two options are pretty dumb. Jumping out of the window is sure to lead to my death. Taking it like a man would be retarded. We're going to kick the skeleton, man. Let me take a good look at this picture, though. All right, so it's just one skeleton. It's like only half a skeleton too. Nothing to worry about here. So let's kick him in the head. Alright, the hero didn't wait for the enemy to get up and took a running kick at the frail skeleton. The bones crunched and smashed into smithereens, and his sword fell on the floor. Should the adventurer take the sword or walk to the door? We're going to take the sword, man. Two swords are better than one. I love dual wielded. Alright, the adventurer entered the barracks unabashed. Now that he had 2 swords, the hero was ready for any battle. Oh yeah, I'm a badass now. 2 blades. One looks like a scimitar. The other one looks like a standard medieval sword with a curved hilt though. That's kind of unusual. Okay, continue. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Crap. There were broken beds, chairs, and other pieces of furniture scattered around the barracks. Then he saw 4 skeleton guards with his sword at the ready. What should he do? What should I do? What's the options? Throw the skeleton sword at them and then finish them with his own. Fight with 2 swords. Alright, so far these decisions are pretty bad. Of course we're going to fight with 2 swords. Why would I throw away a sword I just used? Okay, number 2, boom. Okay. Alright, the hero decided to fight with both swords. At the right moment, the adventurer made his way between the 2 guards and cut them in half before they could do anything. Flawless victory. Oh yeah, MKX style. Alright, thank goodness, that music. It was getting on my nerves. Okay. Anyways, the armory. It was a big chamber with weapon racks and armor stands along the wall. Apart from bows, swords, and shields put in the order, the armory was a sorry sight with huge holes in the floor. Then the adventurer saw 2 doors, one on the far end of the room and one on the right. Should the hero open the door on the right, the one on the other end, or go take a look at the weapons? Well, let me take a look at this room again. No, seeing that there are holes in the floors, I don't think this is a good time to go be looking at browsing these weapons. Probably go back. Actually, I want one of these katanas. That'd be pretty sweet right there. But we're just going to take the door on the right. Yeah, let's take the door on the right. It's the closest to me. Less chance of falling through the floor. Okay. The hero was so absorbed in the weapons, he didn't hear the floorboards creaking underneath his weight, and before he knew it, the floor collapsed. I still fell through. The adventurer woke up in a pile of hay with his hands smeared in someone's poop. What a stench. This place badly needs cleaning. Somewhere in the corner there was a vicious boar looking for something in a bowl full of blood and bones. Would it be better to sneak through the waste chutes or attack the boar? You know, this ain't your normal pig right here, okay? We're just going to go right through this little opening right here, I guess. Yeah, this doesn't look good. I mean, he has red eyes. Who gives a pig earrings? I don't know. Like, okay, he's obviously someone's pet. Let's go ahead and escape. All right, I make it out. Ugh, what a stench. The hero climbed down a ladder and found himself at the bottom of the sewers, full of rats, bones, and dirty pools. On the walls, he noticed some weird-looking mushrooms glowing in the dark. Should the adventurer go down the tunnel, eat a mushroom, or rummage in the pile of bones? We're just gonna go on, you know. I don't fuck with skeleton bones or glowing mushrooms, you know. Not into shrooms, bro. They're not good for your health. We're gonna move on. Alright, the tunnel led the hero to a crossroads. There were 3 signboards ahead. Torture chamber, prison, and slug house. Which way to go? Prison, you know. I'm not going through the slug house. I mean, I hate slugs. I mean, they're pretty nasty looking, bro. So I definitely don't want to run into one of those things. Prison or torture chamber. Let's, you know, torture chamber sounds so hostile though. You know, I don't think I want to go there. Let's go to the prison. Oh shit, who's calling me? I'm recording, goddammit. Shut up. Jeez. I think it's time for me to get a new phone, man. My Galaxy S2 ain't cutting it anymore, okay? But anyways, back on topic. Let's go to the prison. The hero was in the prison now, with cages hanging from the ceiling and small filthy cells full of dead prisoners all around. The prisoners had been dead Wait, hold on. The prisoners had been long dead, but suddenly the adventurer heard someone cry quietly in one of the far end cells. Should he go and check on them, or go upstairs to the top level of prison, or maybe take a break and have a nap in one of the cells? Well, I'm not having a nap in the cells. That's not happening. You know, sleep here. Check out the prisoner, take a break, go upstairs. Let's check on the prisoner. I'm just kind of curious here. Hopefully he doesn't get me killed. Who's here? Oh. The cry led the hero to a prison cell. Inside, among some animal carcasses, he saw a crying girl of about 10 years old. The girl noticed the adventurer, rushed up to the bars and cried, "Help, let me out." Should he break the lock and rescue her, or should he let her be and go to the upper level? A little girl trapped in a prison cell. 10 years old now, okay? So, I don't know. She could be dangerous. A little girl. I should be able to defend myself. I got 2 damn swords. So, let's go ahead and release the girl. I don't know if this is a good idea. Fuck it. Oh shit, what happened? Wait, hold on, let me look at this picture before I read. So, off the cell. Oh shit! She was a fucking vampire, man. And I lost a heart, man. So we're in Legend of Zelda mode now. Looking at the hearts over here. And I just lost one. Damn it. I knew I shouldn't trust her. Damn, never trust 10-year-old little girls with black hair, people. Alright, no Adam family up in here. Alright, so I guess I gotta restart it. The cry led the hero to a prison cell. Inside, among some animal carcasses, he saw a crying girl. Yes. We're not going to free you this time, bitch. You're going to stay right where you are, locked up where you should be. Jeez, I mean, I free you and your reward is killing me. That's just fucked up. You're going to stay in your cage forever. Hope you rot. Anyways, the adventurer went upstairs and saw 2 doors on both sides and an open cell at the end, which gave him a weird feeling which way to go. But we're going to follow instincts. We're not going to go to the weird feeling door. Let's do the door on the left, just away from this area. Oh shit. This place used to be an exercise yard for prisoners, and many of them still lay there. The adventurer noticed a brick sticking out of the wall. When some dark vibes filled the room, and the prisoners rose from the dead and walked toward the hero. Should he fight them or run to the brick? It's too many of these guys, man. I only got 1 sword apparently. I don't know what happened to my other sword. Maybe I lost it when the vampire chick bit me. But we're going to check out the brick. Hopefully this does something. As soon as the hero pushed the brick, the wall trembled, opening a dark, dusty passage to the unknown. The adventurer entered the passage unabashed and shut the door behind him. Alright, so I got away. Sweet. The hero entered a large smithy. There was a hearth, an anvil, and other tools any smithy has. On the wall, the adventurer saw a sword, shield, and parts of armor, and some weird long pipes. The blacksmith wasn't in. Should the hero walk through the door, which said recreation room, or bang on that strange pipe with his sword? Banging on strange pipes with swords. That just doesn't... Let me take a look at what these strange pipes are. Wait a minute. Are these fucking rockets? Are these rockets? They want me to bang on the rockets? I don't know what's going on here, man. But no, I'm not about to blow me and this whole castle into smithereens. So, no, we're not going to bang on the rockets. They say strange pipes. Make them sound really unassuming. So, I guess we're going to the rec room. As he entered the door, the hero saw a sad, bulky man in a blacksmith's apron sitting on a couch. A large sledgehammer was propped nearby. That's a weapon that can be used to kill me. Gotta be careful. I need your help, friend. 2 days ago, I sent my apprentice to the mine to get some uranium ore, but he hasn't come back yet. He must have taken a wrong turn and was caught by the spider. He might still be alive. If you help me find him, I'll show you the way to the engineer. I have commissions from the Interstellar Confederation to build gazillions of warheads. Really? So I thought we were dealing in medieval time periods, but now we've brung like fucking bombs into the mix. It's really throwing everything out of whack. Anyways, they're losing the war, you see, and I won't make it on my own. So are you in? Asked the blacksmith. Sure, bro. I'll help you build weapons of mass destruction. Let's go. Remember to get to the spider. Take the tunnel on the right. Don't touch the spider. Just rescue the boy and come back as fast as you can. Do as I told you and you might have a chance to survive. Okay, let's continue. Let's say, I already know to take the right path. That's what he told me, unless it's a trap. But this seems like a pretty elaborate trap. So we're going to take the right path like he said. Which one's the right path? I don't need to read all this. Right. Number 3. Okay. The right tunnel led the hero to a vast cave covered with cobwebs with massive cocoons hanging from the ceiling. Go on or cut one of the cocoons open. Well, he told me not to mess with nothing, so we're going to just keep it. We're going to walk it out. Ah, shit. As he walked on, the hero heard moving spiders under the ceiling. Out of the darkness appeared a huge spider along with 2 smaller ones. They went down on their cobwebs and ran toward the adventurer. The bigger spider trailing behind the small ones with his jaws wide open. What should the hero do? Kick one of the small spiders aiming at the big one, or cut both small spiders with the sword? Trying to cut these little spiders up with the sword will probably take up too much time and the big spider will end up killing me. So we're going to just kick the spider into the big spider. Yeah. Let me take a look at this picture. So forward, boom, kicked it, and yep, landed right in his mouth over here. So yeah, it's definitely like a comic book style here, guys. The hero kicked one of the smallest spiders, aiming right into his leader's mouth, while the big spider was busy chewing his prey. Well, these guys are cannibals? The second bug attacked the adventurer. Should he cut it in 2 or kick it to the far end of the cave? Since the big spider is distracted, we can slice this one up. Yeah. As the adventurer roofs his sword again, the other shorty fell apart. Meanwhile, the big spider had finished with the small one and appeared to attack the hero. What should he do now? Throw his sword at the spider or take a run and strike it with the Swordbreaker? Well, I'm not gonna throw my sword. That sounds like the dumbest thing you can possibly do in a fight, is to throw away your weapon. What if I miss? I'll be dead for sure. So I guess we'll try this Swordbreaker attack. Thank you. The hero took a run and thrust at the spider with all his might, plunging the Swordbreaker into his skull. A moment later, it fell apart, revealing some nasty slime. So yes, I won. The adventurer went down the cave and stumbled on a human skeleton. It must have been there for ages. In his hand, the hero saw a scroll. Should he take a closer look at it or move on? Ooh, another scroll. A scroll is what actually got me into this mess. Let me hear. Yeah, let's read the scroll. Maybe the scroll can give me like a hint of how the hell to navigate this damn thing. So, we're gonna read the scroll. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, crap. The adventurer unrolled the scroll. As soon as he read it, he lost his bearings and disappeared. Are you serious? Yo, I got sucked into the scroll. This is pretty crazy. It's kind of like a page master type tale. I don't know what this game is doing right now. Curiosity will literally get you killed, guys. I'm going on a wild ride here. What? Fucking UFOs and aliens now? What the hell? What kind of medieval... I don't know, like the writer just threw like whatever he likes into this game. He's like, you know, I like sci-fi, I like medieval. How can we mix these things together? Oh my goodness, this is... Like, what? Not to mention nuclear bombs. Let me read this nonsense, man. The adventurer found himself in a massive hall with a hole in one of the walls. Among some rubble, he saw a large metal disc with shining lights around it. Shining lights around its surface. There was smoke coming out of one of the saucers. It's clearly been damaged. Next to it, there was a strange, greenish, blue-eyed creature sitting on a rock. It looked very sad. Should the adventurer sneak past the creature or talk to it? No, I would like to know what this guy is doing here. So let's have a chit-chat real quick. The hero decided to walk up to the creature. Hi, what's your name? Where did you come from? Basic questions, asked the hero. Greetings, Earthling. I'm Zet. I'm one of the Magicites, a humanoid race. I deliver ammunition to Alien Tech Interstellar Corporation, AT for short. In case you're not aware, there's a war going on between the Interstellar Confederation and the Free Planets Coalition. The Confederation is losing at the moment and we don't have enough weapons, so our cooperation has been... Oh my god, what the hell is he talking about? Okay. Alright, anyways, help him, refuse, or get out of here. Alright, so basically what I've got from that statement is that the blacksmith is actually one kind of making weapons for him. I think that's what he said. I don't know. A lot of dialogue right there. We're going to help him. I guess. This is a nice thing to do, man. He needs help. Let me lend a hand. Maybe he'll give me a cool laser gun or something. Okay, I can help with what that? Let me try that again. Okay, I can help you with that, said the adventurer. So they set to work together, the alien with from one side and the hero from another side. They were almost done when the spaceship suddenly skipped down the rubble toward the adventurer. Should he run for his life or warn Zet? You know, I didn't come this... I'm not helping him for no reason. I ain't gonna just let him get killed. So let's try to give him a heads up. The spaceship is falling down. So let's do that. As soon as the hero called Zed, the alien pressed a button on his suit and the adventurer got teleported into the other end of the room. Thanks for your help. Give me a shout if you need me, okay? Said Zed. Now the hero could go on. Alright, so we are helping aliens now. Cool. I got a new friend too. So I could call on them for my phone a friend. Huh. What's up with this bedroom? Looks strangely inviting. Alright, the next moment the hero found himself in a spacious, luxurious room with a magnificent bed next to the wall. This was the chamber of Lord Neo, the fourth himself. The adventurer felt some dark vibes from this place. It was as if someone was watching him. What should he do next? Rummage through the wardrobe for something useful or lie down on the bed and take a nap? Those are my options. Rummage through the wardrobe here, or lie on the bed and go to sleep in a place that I've never been before and has all kinds of dangerous stuff going on. The sleep option sounds pretty dumb, so we're going to check out the wardrobe. Even the wardrobe option doesn't sound too smart. It makes me look like a thief since someone's watching me. It's a bad look. So I don't know. Both options are equally bad. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Let's take a nap. Let's take a nap, okay? Let's see what happens, man. I'm gonna have nightmares, bro, about this game. Oh shit. What the hell is going on here? Let me take a look at this picture real quick. Alright, we got the big titty bitch over here. Succubus trying to charm me. You can tell by the wings and the tails. Yep, she can't be trusted, people. I'm not gonna fall for it. The adventurer laid down on the magnificent bed and fell asleep. In his dream, what he saw was a strange place called the Astral World. Once inside, the hero found himself in a spectacular room. Suddenly, a beautiful girl appeared upon him in thin air, beckoning him. Should he approach her? Come closer to the girl? No way. Call Zet. I can't call Zet. I'm in a damn dream. So let's just say no way. Now, see, this is strange. They got 3 options down here. This must be a glitch. But they don't have 3 options up here to actually pick from. So we're just going to say no way and moving on. Oh, shit. Okay. I knew it, man. Trying to attack me. I know you. You're the damn succubus. Yep. who wasted so many lives in the castle, shouted the hero. Oh, do you? Well then, you just gave me another reason to kill you, said the succubus, smiling at the adventurer. The demoness summoned a whip and gave it a wave. Should the adventurer dash from it or try to fend it off with his sword? I don't know. This can go either way. Let's try to ward off the whip. I don't know, with a sword though? Like, you fight a whip with a sword doesn't sound like a good idea. But running away just sounds kind of dumb too. I'm in a dream, right? So let's try to fight it off. Yes! Alright, I cut the whip. When the adventurer saw the whip coming at him, he waved his sword and cut it off at the ends. The next second, he threw his sword at the demoness, but Succubus deftly moved aside. Shh, dude, never throw your sword. Now that he lost his sword, what should the adventurer do? Dash to the demoness and strike her with a Swordbreaker, or see what he's going to do next? Or see what she's going to. I'm not going to see what she's going to do next. Let's attack with the Swordbreaker. Boom. What happened? Without thinking twice, the hero rushed to the demoness and plunged his Swordbreaker into her flesh. Succubus let out a moan and sagged to the floor, where her body began to disappear. The adventurer found himself still lying on the bed. Then he got up and went on his way. So, it was all a dream, people. It wasn't real at all. But I bet you if I would have died in there, I would have died in real life. Bet that. Alright, we're going on for quite some time now, man. I'm surprised I'm still alive at this point, because these choices aren't really clear cuts at what is right and what is wrong. The adventurer entered a dark room. In the corner there was a man in black armor sitting on a chair. The room didn't have any odor. Oh, I'm talking about the room didn't have any doors. In the other corner he noticed a glowing magical portal. Maybe I could get back to the world I came from. This must be the portal room. Who are you? Asked the hero. I'm Sylvester. I'm the Knight of Temple of Fates. It's my job to protect the portal from the necromancer, said the man. Oh, I was just looking for them and the treasury. Will you let me through? Asked the adventurer. Only you can choose your path. How did you prove yourself? Who did you help? Did you kill a lot? Or maybe you have a yellow streak down your back. I can read you like a book, you know. This room will lead you to your destiny. Prepare yourself and enter the portal, said the knight. No options, just enter the portal. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. Press 1. Alright, I'm pushing 1 on the keypad. Alright. The hero entered the glowing portal and reality warped around him. When the adventurer opened his eyes again, he found himself in a spacious room with 4 magical portals. Oh lord, it's a goddamn maze. What kind of trial is that? The hero wondered. Then he heard the Knight of the Temple of Fate. Your actions have shown your true colors. You escaped from danger from all the time. You never tried to help anyone. What the hell? I just helped the alien guy because you're a coward. So in the trial you deserved, you had to face a wimp like you, a freak of nature who's not worth living in this world. I give you Sponge Joe. What the fuck? It's bootleg SpongeBob? Oh lord. Guys, I'm so okay. Let's try to continue this. I give you Sponge Joe. I give you Sponge Joe, cried the knight. The next moment, a strange creature came out of the portal. It really was a huge sponge which looked ridiculous and silly. Should the hero slash it with his sword or talk? I mean, he's unarmed. Let's try to talk it out, man. If he's anything like SpongeBob, he's nice, right? Yay, good. I don't want to fight with you, said the hero. Me neither, sir. Let's be friends. We could play chess or backgammon. Well, certainly not either of those games. Or how about a game of hide and seek right now? The adventurer should clearly see that idiot wouldn't leave him alone. Putting up with this nonsense was a real challenge for him. Should the hero play hide and seek with Joe or kill him? What the hell? That's my options. Let's go ahead and play with him, man. We could play, I mean, hide and seek. How far can he hide? Why not? I will hide and you'll seek, the hero said slyly. Great, said Joe. He closed his eyes and started counting. The adventurer dashed to the exit and ran down the corridor until he saw a what? A huge double door that probably led to the throne room. Should he enter the room or look for the treasure? Go to the treasury. I don't know. Like, this go either way. Like, really? You know, I don't like double doors either. Let's go to the treasury. Alright, there we go. Shiny, shiny. Since it's the jewel that I'm looking for, why should I enter the room and fight the necromancers? Oh, so there were necromancers in there. I knew that wasn't a good idea, wondered the adventurer. So he continued with his quest for hidden treasure. Winding passages finally led him into a huge round door. It must have been the treasury. When the hero pulled the handle, a discharge of magical energy went through his body. The door was locked. How do I open it? Should the adventurer say, I'm Lord Neo the Fourth, or take a better look at the door. Okay. I mean, just saying that I'm Lord Neo the Fourth shouldn't. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, these switches are some kind of puzzle or something, I guess. Let's take a closer look. Shit. Oh lord. The adventurer examined the door and noticed a chip brick to its left. He tried to wedge his sword into the hole and use it as a lever to help him force the door open. But as soon as he touched the door with the sword, the security system activated. The security system? Really? This time the blow was so heavy that he was thrown away from the door. The hero smashed his head against the wall, broke his neck, and died. He never saw what was inside the treasury. Wow. I'm down to my final heart, guys. One more mistake like this and it's game over. What the hell, man? I never told him to enter his sword into the door. I didn't choose that. I said, look at it. Jesus, that's not what I picked. Whatever. Let's say the secret password, man. Okay, I am Lord Neo the Fourth, said the hero. A second later, he heard a creak of unoiled hinges and the door opened. Behind it was a large chamber full of gold and jewels. That's like the worst password ever for a door, okay? In the middle, the adventurer saw an enormous diamond. Ooh, we could take that. Sitting on a pedestal. His face lit up and he rushed to the gem. Throwing caution to the wind, that's when he noticed a wrinkly old man its way. That's my diamond and this is my treasury, he yelled. Who the hell are you, scum? Asked the adventurer. How dare you? I'm Lord Neo the Fourth and this is my castle. I've been hiding here for many years. Somehow surviving on nothing, not even food or water. That wretched succubus is hiding my kin. You see, the treasury is protected with a very powerful spell. Only the password is a bit too weak, as I can see, said the Lord. I'm kind of getting confused here. What, don't you know the castle has long been sieged? You have no idea how sick this place is. Well, I couldn't care less. I've come for the gem. As for the rest, I'll leave to you, said the hero, heading for the diamond. Oh, that explains it. I kept wondering why they stopped bringing me food. How are you still alive, bro? You can't have my treasure anyway, cried Neo, and went for the hero with an ancient-looking sword and shield. Should the adventurer kick the shield or ward off the attack with the Swordbreaker? Give Neo a kick. Like, just disrespect. Let's just fend off the attack. It doesn't sound like kicking him would be a good move. I could probably get my leg cut off, you know. Shit, are you serious? The hero thought the Lord would strike him with a sword and put his Swordbreaker forward to defend himself. But Neo tricked the adventurer and knocked him down with his shield. Okay. The hero lost his bearings and, powerless, fell to the floor strewn with gold coins, spitting out blood and teeth. As for the Lord, he had no trouble chopping his head off. Damn. So shield bash and then decapitation. Alright guys, and I think that is going to be it. Swordbreaker, you're dead. Alright guys, so that is Swordbreaker, the game right there. First playthrough right there. Will I be playing more of it? I'm not too sure. These choices are really like what the hell? And the story is so scattered and random. It's like they make it up scene by scene. Like they don't know what's gonna happen next till they get to the next page and they start writing the next page then. But it says that I was a coward. Damn shame too. Alright, so they got 3 icons over here. Well, I guess it's judging like how I played the game. The first one on top, the red one over here, looks like I was like a pretty aggressive playstyle. Maybe even like mean-spirited. The second one just seems to be pretty docile, like right in the middle. And the last one here, which why they say I'm a coward, is because it just looks like I played cautiously the whole way. Which is how you should probably play in a game like this, where anything can get you killed, okay? I mean, it's like a cost coin between whether he's going to use the shield or the sword. Both decisions were equally good, but still, I end up dead. Alright people, so that is Swordbreaker the game. I want your thoughts about it in the comments below, okay? So this game is available on Steam if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. Definitely interested to check out some more choices and see what they could have done, but they'll probably just end up leading to my death even sooner. Alright guys, so that is it for this gameplay. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed. Game over out.